But I was kind of always thinking about the possibilities for transformation in this other area of the park, and that's Dinoland. I gotta tell you, we see tremendous opportunity here, a chance to tell some new stories that fit right in with what Animal Kingdom is all about. And I am just so excited about it. I can't keep it to myself, so I'm gonna share it with you. And then I figured it would be cool to invite out two key collaborators to come on out here and talk with me about some of our initial ideas. Sound fun? Okay. Well, please welcome Imagineering Creative Portfolio Executive Chris Beatty and the Chief Creative Officer of the Walt Disney Animation Studios and Academy Award-winning filmmaker, Jennifer Lee. Am I making you guys nervous?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit? Just a little bit? Nervous? Well, first of all, thank you both for being here today. Before we get to Dinoland, Jen, talk to us about the relationship between animation and Imagineering. What's it like for you to do these incredible things, write and direct a tremendous film like Frozen that becomes an instant classic for everyone, and then see those characters come to life in our parks? What's that like?
I mean, it's a complete rush. I mean, parks, I don't know you all, they've always meant so much to me. And now to see these stories and characters that we get to work on and that we've created become new experience for their guests, I'm pretty overwhelmed. Give me a minute. I mean, I was listening to Into the Unknown and I was practically turning into pixie dust when you were showing us all the Frozen land, so I'll land on Earth in a minute. But speaking for everyone at Disney Animation, to say we love being a part of the creative process for our parks. Working with Imagineers,
Cool. We are pretty cool people, right?
We are your biggest fans. I mean, we are. I have to tell you. So, but what's amazing is how it really is this natural fit. It is like being in our story rooms. It's like bouncing ideas around. Crazy ideas sometimes, and then of course they make it happen, and just seeing where the stories take us. And Chris and I, along with the team, I'm like all about like what it's like being in there for me, but along with all the Imagineers and the studio filmmakers themselves, have been working together and looking at how we can bring the films for this last decade into the parks in natural ways.
All right, so can I continue the love fest?
Yeah, you did. And all you, Chris, go ahead.
It is so true. We love partnering with your team at Animation. Getting early insight into the characters and the stories that you're developing, it's critical for us at Imagineering as we move through that blue sky process. Let's go back to Dinoland for a minute. I think that's a great example of where we opened our conversation really, I think, with an important reminder about the ethos of Animal Kingdom. It has to start there. Since its beginning, Animal Kingdom has really focused on stories that have this connection to animals and intrinsic values of nature, and most of all, probably the power of transformative adventures. And Josh, a few minutes ago, you talked about Avatar.
I love that place.
That is the perfect example of where a narrative and how it embodies these core values to create an experience that could only live at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that, Chris. But Jen, talk to us a little bit about how these values play into our decision making if we want to tell more stories in the park. What do we think could happen in Dinoland?
Well, I mean, first of all, understanding the foundation is critical to our creative thinking.
Zootopia.
And for us, what immediately came to mind when thinking about Animal Kingdom was Zootopia. I mean, how can we tell new stories together about these incredible animals to engage people of all ages?
Exactly. I mean, I remember the first time I sat down and watched Zootopia, watching Judy Hopps board the train and go through those amazing landscapes, and the animals in those environments just jumped off the screen to me as a possibility that could live in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, how cool would it be to take our guests into the various districts? I mean, be immersed in Tundra Town, Little Rodentia, Bunny Burrow, the Rainforest District, perhaps even points you haven't seen yet?
I'm sure There are districts and characters we haven't seen yet, right?
Well, wink, wink, wink.
I'm waiting too. I'm waiting for that meeting to take place where maybe I get the lip button to grip a little bit. But in all honesty, look, we love Zootopia, but we can't help as Imagineers but ask ourselves, where else could we go? And your team has done such an amazing job of developing stories that really speak to this idea of connections to nature.
Yeah, when we talked and I thought about this idea of connection, something else that came to mind was Moana, maybe?
Yes, please. I love the idea of Moana being in the animal kingdom. I mean, her story is one of adventuring beyond the reef, connecting with nature. I mean, in order to heal a broken world and save her people. And I can just imagine getting to journey with her, trying to fight off the kakamora, meeting mysterious animals and creatures of the deep. It would be thrilling.
Yes, that is would be extremely thrilling, and that's exactly how Animal Kingdom, or how Moana can fit into Animal Kingdom. These are the types of stories and narratives that really, I think, speak right to the heart of the park.
I think all of that sounds great, and we have real aspirations for this part of the park. We're all so excited about the possibilities here. Now, Chris, I seem to recall at one of those days in Imagineering, you showed me a piece of concept art for what we're talking about here.
We do a lot of concept art,
Yeah.
but yes, I believe we did share some with you early on.
Yeah. And are you going to be a wimp, or are you going to share?
So you're calling me out on stage?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what's
calling
happening?
you. These are our fans
By the
here.
way, I just want to
These are
know.
our fans.
I just want to know first of all, I have a job come Monday morning.
You'll always have
All
a
right,
job.
great. Let's just show it. Let's show
All right.
it.
Put it on.
Okay, look, we're going to show you this. It's big, it's beautiful, it's over the top, and I hesitate even to call this a concept. Look, we develop lots of paintings like this to help our teams envision the possibilities of what could be. This is just one of them.
But I love this one.
It's a good one.
But I love this one.
Yes, yes, yes.